Hey everyone, today's video is about what the Tigers love about Clemson. The way I did this is I made a story questionnaire on my Instagram and I asked, what is your favorite part about Clemson? From there, I collected all the responses, wrote them down, and now I'm here to share it with you all. The way I'm going to format this is I'll say who said it, what they said, and I'm going to elaborate and give more facts about what they said they love most about Clemson. So if you are interested in Clemson or you know someone else who's interested in going to Clemson, share this video so then they can know what we love about Clemson. The first response was from Dylan Mott, and what he said was, he loves Clemson because of the community atmosphere that Clemson provides and the amazing community building. That is 100% true. For example, we have tons of organizations and associations that are centered towards making Clemson your home. For example, Dylan and I are both part of the Residence Hall Association, otherwise known as RHA, and what we do is we organize different events in order to make people in their residence areas feel like it's their home. While Dylan is in the executive board of RHA, I'm also the senator of my residence area, which was Douthit Hills East, which is for the freshmen. We had different events like pumpkin painting for Halloween, candygrams for Thanksgiving, otherwise known as Friendsgiving for us. We also did a Valentine's Day event and also a recycling event. Another thing, living in dorms helps a lot with meeting new people. Literally, some people prop their doors open and they welcome anybody who wants to get to know them. People are really welcoming, especially where I lived. I was on the first floor of Douthit and we basically were able to meet each other. We also had different events to be able to get to know each other as well. And our RAs were also really helpful in giving us information about our campus, giving us information about different events and what's going on and how to stay involved. So there are tons of ways to get involved and tons of ways to meet new people. It is definitely centered around community building. Our next response is from Rachel Anderson, and what she said was, the size of the school. I love how Clemson's a big school, but I've never walked across campus without seeing a friend. That is so true. Like, definitely Clemson is really big, but it's not big enough to where you won't see anyone you know. You'll always walk around campus going from class to class and you'll see a familiar face there. Even though it's a big school, it's still manageable to get to classes. For me, I came from a really small private school, so I was really scared, like, how was I gonna figure out how to get to classes? Am I gonna get to classes in time? But it's really manageable, and the classes are, for the most part, really close to each other, and I feel like the longest distance you'd ever have to walk would be at most 15 minutes. But other than that, the classes are really close to each other, and they're all reasonable distances. You also get to plan your schedule as well, and that way you can choose how much time you want to put in between your classes and if you prefer morning classes or afternoon classes. Different ways people get to class is through walking, biking, skating, or even using an electric skateboard or an electric scooter, and that's what I had. I had an electric scooter and it was so helpful getting to class. I highly recommend it. Also, we also have a Clemson app that can give you exact directions on how to get from building to building, from where you are to where you want to be. The app is really helpful and really easy to use, and we also have something called the Tiger Transit buses, which are buses that arrive at certain stops at certain times, and they follow a route to go from parts of campus, so that way it's easier getting around campus. Our next response is from Emily Jarvis. She was on my floor in Douthit, and what she said was, I love Clemson because everyone's so nice and I love the football games and school spirit. That is so true, I agree with that. I came in Clemson knowing a lot of people just because a lot of people from my school went to Clemson, but when I would approach new people, they were really warm and welcoming and overall really fun people to be with. Like, I swear, everyone I've met has already formed some type of family in Clemson. It's crazy. And dude, don't even get me started on the football games. Our school spirit during football games is crazy. We've had 3 national titles and 25 conference titles, and we're still going up from there. I swear, every day you're gonna always feel that school spirit. You're gonna see orange and purple all around campus. Everyone's super proud to be a Tiger. Our next response is from Gabrielle Wimberly, and she and I went to high school together actually, and now we're both in Clemson. And what she said was, I love Clemson because of the close proximity to lakes, mountains, and trails. That is so true. Clemson is a perfect spot for nature lovers. We have things like the Issaquena Trail, the Issaquena Lakes, we have the Sassafras Mountain, we have the Botanical Gardens, we have the beautiful Waldrop Stone Falls, and the Clemson Dikes, which is pretty much parallel to Lake Hartwell. These are tons of places that we love to go. Oh, and especially Y Beach. That's like a fun campus recreation area, and it's so cute. Another response that ties into what Gabrielle said was that they said that there's so much nature to explore in Clemson. Next is from Cassie Cimino, and what she said was, she definitely loves the family atmosphere. Everyone is kind and willing to help each other succeed. As stated prior, Clemson is centered around a family environment. Because I talked about that earlier, I'm going to focus on the success portion of her response. There are so many resources here in Clemson that can help you progress. For example, academically, we have so many resources such as the Peer Assisted Learning, which is otherwise known as a PAL session. We have small group tutoring, we have professor open hours, and we also have the Academic Success Center. They can provide so many resources on how to excel in academics as well as career exploration. Our next response is from Kathryn Evancho. She and I went to high school together and we're about to be roommates for our apartment next year. Her response was that she loves the Clemson physics department and the people she met. Kathryn literally loves physics, and I highly recommend finding a major and a minor that really piques your interest. Really find a major and a minor that's really going to help you grow and help you find a job in the future. We have a long list of majors and minors online, so if you just Google Clemson majors and minors, you'll see tons of information on them. I agree that you'll totally meet some new and fun professors each class, and they're all pretty quirky but also really smart and helpful. You can also check out Rate My Professor to see what students said about those professors and how they teach. Our next one's from my friend Megan Loeffel, and what she said is, living independently from my parents and leaving bad memories behind in my hometown is what I love about being in Clemson. Oh yeah, college is all about independence, and every decision you make is completely on you. You won't have your parents peeking over your shoulder constantly. It's totally up to you what you do with your time, with your energy, with yourself. Even the professors aren't even like your middle school and high school teachers. They won't be keeping track of all your assignments. They won't keep reminding you, do this, do that. You have to be responsible academically as well. College is definitely a time where you have to be accountable for yourself, and it's also a really good time for self-growth, trying to figure out what you like as an individual. Now I'm going to combine some answers because I got tons of similar responses on this topic. Here we go. So the first one is from Faith Huntley, and she said, I love the family atmosphere. Everyone is so nice and everyone becomes your family. Skylar Antoniades also said, the people. Everyone is so amazing and talented and they all have bright futures. Quin Kieu, he said, I love my friends in Clemson. Armani Gracia, he said, I love the family I made in Clemson. Our next one, Megha Gupta, she said that she loves the all-nighters with friends. I love knowing that I'm not the only crackhead around. Emma Rivers, she said, I love the people I have met and I have become friends with people from all over. Definitely, you're always going to find a new friend. You're going to find friends from all over the country. It's totally fun, and we even have international students to meet as well. So with all those combined responses, you can definitely see how Clemson has emphasized a value of family. We are literally a tiger family. There are so many different ways to make Clemson your home. There are tons of resources as well to find things that match your interests, such as joining clubs. We have this thing called Tiger Prowl, which is basically our club fair, and that's where you get to walk around and see all the different types of clubs that are in Clemson. There are a ton that can fit your interests. There's different sports, different hobbies, passions, different cultural groups as well. There's totally so many different things that you can get yourself involved in. So if you want to hear more about my Clemson experiences as well as the experiences of my friends, subscribe to my channel and feel free to comment any questions you have below. And if you do go to Clemson, comment what your favorite part about Clemson is. So that wraps up my video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and see ya. Go Tigers!